We have Officer Tatum schooling Kamala supporter on immigration. Guys, I cannot make this up. We have Officer Tatum cooking up a storm. All right, look, today is election day, all right? And if this video comes out after, this video will probably come out after. So it's probably the election's already up. And who knows, maybe at this point, we may know who the winner is by the time this video comes out. But we get right into it. Without further ado, viewer discretion is advised. If you a softie, let's ride.
I was just wondering, what's your opinion on immigration, just in general?
My opinions on immigration, I am probably one of the most pro-immigration people you'll find legally. I hope that everybody's on the same page with this. The argument isn't should people be able to come into America. America is the most generous country on planet Earth. Nobody allow more immigrants in a country than we do. We allow over 1 million legal immigrants in the United States of America every single year, more than anybody else. Find somewhere else where they allow people to come into their country and I'll shut my mouth. Nobody's doing what we do. The question is, should people be able to come over here illegally? And the answer is no. How is that fair? I have family members and people that I know, friends that have come over here from Australia and other places. They had to wait like 2 years and pay all this money to get over here and get citizenship. I know people that, well, I don't know them personally, but I've heard of stories of people from Africa. They have to wait, I don't know how long, in dangerous situations to get to America. They finally have an opportunity to come here and assimilate. You can't just climb through a fence and come into America and break the law. That's not right. And we should all be agreeing to that. I know that people have or want a better future. That's why they come to America. But there's people in America that want a better future. How do our government give money to illegal immigrants and won't give money to people in the inner city? That's insane to me. I don't know how every black leader, politician isn't outraged that you go to some of these inner city communities and they can give $50 billion to illegal immigrants and they won't give $50 billion to people that live in the inner city.
Asheville, North Carolina. I'm going to say it again. Asheville, North Carolina. Where was the budget for that? I'm going to look right in the camera. Where was the budget for North Carolina? And I'm in North Carolina, by the way. So the lefties that, oh, no, I live in North Carolina. So I know. I'm not just one of these people talking. Back to the video.
So it's wrong. What I would do if I had the control completely, I would end immigration for a period of time until we can get our stuff together in America. And I don't know how everybody's not on that same page, but it is what it is.
I was just wondering, what about people that, they say they just came undocumented, they came in through the customs and everything, they just had they're overstaying, do you think they deserve a second chance at least? Or do you think they should just get deported back?
So do I think that people who come here and overstay a visa or something like that, should they give a second chance or are deported? I think we got to look at each case uniquely, right? I mean, there's people who are in our country killing people. That's easy. Oh, good. I guess he voted for Harris. I don't know. So I think that there's people who are in our country killing people. That's an easy one. People in our country committing crimes illegally. That's easy. You got to go. We ain't got time to be putting you in a prison and taxpayer paying you. You got to go. But then there's people that overstay a visa, and there's reasons why, right? Some people may not go through the process properly. It may be an accident, an oversight. We can look at that. And also we should look at merit-based. If you're in our country making a difference and you're doing something positive for America, we can consider it. We need you, right? We need people to come here and do something positive. But if you over here just milking the government, taking taxpayer dollar, sitting on the side, drinking 40s and DUIs and running over people, you gotta go. And I think there's a delineation between the two. The media want us to think that we're on different sides of this. Yeah. We're actually on the same side of this. We don't want people in our country that's not assimilating and that hate America and that are committing crimes and siphoning money. We want people in America who are going to change the country and make the country better. When I say change the country, innovate in the country and make.
I love this statement by Officer Tatum. Officer Tatum nails it. He absolutely nails it. And I agree. It's similar with me. I know of people that went through this. I have family members that went through this, right? So yes, it depends on Okay, you've overstayed your visa. Okay, but why, right? Are you out there not even committing crimes? Are you, like you said, leeching from the government? Are you being a decent human being? Like, are you being a decent human being? Are you providing value to the economy? Are you providing value to yourselves? Are you providing value to the people around you, right? At the end of the day, that's what it's about, right? So, is that what's happening, or are you extracting, mine, or are you giving, right? And let me know what you guys think. But back to the video.
The country better. If you're working hard every day, you're following the laws, you love America, come on to America legally. I think that's a unanimous. Legally is the thing. Any other questions?
I was just, what's your opinion on like Kamala?
On Kamala Harris?
Yeah, just like.
That's a loaded question.
Where do I start? You know, first of all, and I'm keeping it real.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be salacious. That's not what I do, right? Kamala Harris is probably the worst Democrat candidate that they could have chosen to run for office, other than Joe Biden, who's pretty much dead. Outside of him, she's the worst. When she ran for president in 2020, they were on the thing in 2019, she didn't even make the final debate. She got 0 delegates voted for her. She is the most unpopular vice president in United States history. And all of a sudden, she's now presented as the president. Kamala Harris cannot tell you with a straight face what she's going to do about inflation. Somebody showed me a highlight tape or something where Kamala Harris is actually explaining her policy positions. She have none. She does not have a policy position. All she's doing is going out and saying, hate Trump, hate Trump, hate Trump, hate Trump. Okay, hate Trump. But then after you hate Trump, what are y'all going to do? They've been in office for 3.5 years. Democrats have run this country for 12 of the last 16 years. We only had 4 years of Donald Trump. Democrats have run this country. What have they done? Why are they sitting on stage? This is what ticks me off about Kamala Harris. Why are they sitting on stage saying, when I'm elected, I'm going to do all these great things? Well, ma'am, you guys have had control.
You're the vice president of the United States. You're in office right now. And for those smart Alex that say, oh no, she's not the president, she's second in command. Goofy, come on, get with the program, right? It's none of you guys, right? None of my audience that's like that. It's usually the lefties that think that way. But yeah, it's like, come on, back to the video.
Where have you not done anything? And let me say this. This is the point that I don't know why Trump didn't make this in the debate. If Donald Trump was going to be a dictator, he would have done it already. He was the president. Presidential immunity and all this stuff already existed. If Donald Trump was going to be a dictator, he'd have done it already. And if they were going to do something for America, they've done it already. So I think it's very clear that Kamala Harris was put up by the Democrat Party against the people's will. Not one of y'all voted for Kamala Harris. Not one of you. You didn't have a chance. You didn't have a choice. They didn't even make her compete. I know it's probably some athletes out here watching me or that's at this thing. You got to compete. They don't just give somebody a starting job because you cool. You got to compete. And the Democrat Party should have competed. When Joe Biden dropped out at his house when he had COVID somewhere, they should have said, okay, we need 4 candidates. Fight for the people's vote. And then people could have made a real decision. They picked this woman and she don't know what she's talking about.
And you see, that's real democracy right there, right? See, a lot of them talk about the right, and the right not being democratic, right, in terms of their actions. But that's literally the opposite. In fact, the irony, which is why a lot of the people on the left are switching to the right, is because although the people on the right are acting more democratic, which is crazy, right? And it's so evident, right? Which is even why Joe Rogan even just came out and literally just endorsed Trump in a clip, right? And that we may play. He literally says he will not have him. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but basically he doesn't want, not that he doesn't want him on the podcast, but he doesn't even want to entertain it, right? I want to be careful with my words, right? Because that's Joe. So, but yeah, anyway, guys, yeah, let me know what you think about that. And I just think that the irony of that is interesting to me. Back to the video.
They asked her, are you better off now than you were 3 years ago? She started telling us how she grew up in an inner city or something. I don't give a F. What are you going to do for America? And they don't have a single answer.
this is not like a very serious one, but I was just wondering, like, you don't think Kamala's like a bad bitch or something? You know what I mean? Like, you don't think she should like get our votes because of that? 'Cause, I mean, she's a really pretty girl. You know what I mean?
I don't know about pretty, but anyway, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Nah, man, I don't. I'm practical, man.
Yeah.
I don't care nothing about. You can be fine all you want.
I mean, she's fine.
You
bro.
can do whatever you want to do. I don't care. They ain't got nothing to do with my bank account.
I mean, if it was based off looks, I mean, you gotta. Let's be real. I mean, I don't swing for dudes like that.
You like that?
Oh,
Whoa. Hey, did you just confess in front of everybody?
Nah,
Whoa there, partner.
I don't think so.
You just come out the closet in front of everybody?
Nah,
You
but I'm
can
just
tell
saying,
me.
like,
Alright.
you know, you look at Trump. I mean, he's not like a good-looking dude by standards, but you look at Kamala.
Are you voting for Kamala? Would you vote for Kamala based on looks?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she a bad bitch, bro.
That's crazy. All right, next question.
Get him out of here.
So the question I was going to be having today was, with
Oh man, we gonna stop it there, y'all. We go. Oh man, that was such a good conversation, and then he just went off the rails with that. Like, what are you talking about? This is our next generation, guys. I'm just letting you know. You guys ready? Are you guys ready for it? Because that's our next generation of people, of youngins that's coming up right now. Do you guys want that? Come on now. Now he's, he may be the exception, but anyway, but not knocking him. Great dialogue there, guys. Obviously, you know my take on this, right? I'm siding with Tatum. I'm going to give Tatum the W here. He takes the W, in my opinion. He came with really strong points. He backed up every point, and he came with the facts, right? And also, too, I love what he said about, I love when that student asked about, if you overstay your visa. And so, I'm going to give the student credit, too, because those are some good questions he asked, which happens in this country, right? That does happen. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because you know I get active in those comments. Make sure you slap the like button and headbutt the subscribe button for more. Till next time, peace.